on the map. $159.95 on a featured price and 6 easy payments of $26.66. I dare say there is no job this ladder can't do.
That's pretty much it.
I mean, it gets everywhere, it does everything, and it folds up to next to nothing. 6 easy payments of $26.66. More than 40,000 of these little giant ladders have been picked up, and people come here, they search it out. They go to QVC, or they go on the internet, they search and they see this is the best price for this ladder that they see at big box stores, that they see everywhere, that they know is the best ladder, and they get it here because the price is better and our 30-day love it or return it guarantee. Oh, and the 6 easy payments. 250-pound weight limit on each side of this ladder.
That's right. It is truly a two-person ladder. But what makes this ladder different, and this is not the one that you're going to be pulling out for the small jobs, but this is the one that when you want to get up on the roof, when you want to work on unlevel ground, it customizes to the height you want. So 4-foot step, 5-foot, 6-foot, 7-foot step ladder, that quick and that easy right there. Now here's where the differences really lie. Sometimes the ground isn't going to be perfectly flat or level. So you can adjust it for ramps or sloping ground. Staircases, goes right up the stairs with you as you go. If you want to get really close to a wall, this is a normal step ladder right here, but watch what happens when we drop it down just one notch. You're flush on this side, you come up on this one, you're in that tight corner. Now when you need
and that's how you might use it the most. That's what Mel uses it the most for, getting up against that wall.
To go up a little higher. This is when you need to get up to those positions, the gutters, the roof line, taller trees. You can adjust that.
We are running out of set again.
I know it.
How high is that?
That's 15 feet tip to tip. You can reach 17 feet all day long on this one. Again, it has the wide flares at the bottom and at the top for stability, and a rubber feet, which I can't say enough, rubber grips or plastic slips. Now the last thing I'm going to show you, and this is really the one that's going to save you the most time. This inside section comes all the way out. It has its own rubber feet. Locks into place. Turn this one around. In less than 10 seconds, you have two 1,000-pound capacity trussels. Well, why did we do that? It's right here.
It holds how much?
Well, it depends on what board you use. Yeah, you can get a 2x12 at a hardware store or one of our planks, but if you're painting a room, you're just walking back and forth instead of moving a ladder every couple of feet. If you're trimming hedges, it's even easier.
So let me talk to you about this ladder for a second in terms of what you're picking this up for. First of all, it's the best easy pay we do. 6 easy payments on your major credit card. You split it over the next 6 months. It's $26.66 and a sixth. That was a lot of sixes. 6 of your shipping and handling. It is reduced shipping and handling, I do believe, on this as well. But that 6 easy payments, we don't add 1 penny to this. It's just something nice that we do. In fact, take a look at what you pay for this elsewhere. Your 24-in-1 17-inch ladder, if you went to littlegiantladder.com, would be $299. This is a $300 ladder. You're getting it for, goodness, almost half price again, $159.95. So like $140 less by picking it up here today. Oh, that's so smart. Even if you go to big box stores, you're not going to find it for this price for this ladder. That's why so many people pick it up here at QVC as opposed to anywhere else. And the easy pay. This is another one of those ladders where if you are a homeowner, if you have an actual home and you're doing workplaces throughout the years, because this is a legacy ladder, you use it, and use it and use it and use it. It doesn't rot like one that would, if it was a wood one. This is something that you might as well spend the next 6 months paying for it because you're going to use it, dare I say, for decades.
Yeah, lifetime warranty, top to bottom.
Lifetime warranty.
That's the great thing about them. Here's probably the situation I use the most. When the ground's not quite level, or if I just want to get really close to a wall, I can come up here and have that project right next to me, and yet we're 2 feet off the ground on this side.
So you gotta imagine with me. So you're over here, like in our new home, we have something like this big window. There's like a ledge coming out, right?
Yep.
And if you look straight this way, it would be our bedroom with a ledge right here and like a cutout. We have a ceiling fan, 17 feet up at least, if not higher. My husband's like, I'll just run a board from this ledge to this ledge. I'll go into the bedroom and I'll climb across the board to change the ceiling fan. And I said, no, you actually will not. You're not going to take your own.
That's good. You stuck up for it.
don't take your life in your hands. I need you around. Like the things that these people do, that these men, I say men, will do to be able to get up high. We had a painter come by and he's like wrapping duct tape around the top of his ladder so he could put it up against the wall. And it was one of those rickety ones. And I'm looking at these people going, oh my goodness, get a little giant.
Yeah, you work with them every day. Why don't you just get a quality so you feel secure? And again, what makes it quality is we make the bottoms wide and the top wide. Wider is better. It adds more stability.
Yes.
We weld our rungs on. We use rubber feet instead of plastic.
That right there, the rubber feet is reason for admission right here. Rubber feet, they're the only ones who really do that. It's the only way to have a ladder is with rubber feet.
You know, and I know it's really difficult to compare because when we're working around the inside, the outside of the house, it's nice to have all the different features that this ladder will do. Right there, to me, the scaffolding is the one for spring cleaning. It's going to save you so much time. If you have painting projects in the next 3 or 4 months, the scaffolding aspect of this ladder is huge. Of course, so easy to carry it around the house. If you need to move it from place to place, it telescopes down at a little over 4 feet tall, so it's easy to move. And then when you need to telescope up for those really tall jobs, you feel secure because of that wide flare, and of course the rubber feet help. This does come with the wheels attached, all ready to go. So out of the box, this ladder's ready to use. 2 people.
250 pounds each side. Weighs about 28, a little more than 28. If you have a ladder right now that whomever is using it says to you, could you just stand down here and hold this steady for me while I get up here on the roof? That's your clue to ding, ding, ding. No, let's get rid of this ladder and let's get a little giant because this is safer, it's easier. You don't have to rent a ladder like this or borrow one. You've got 24 different ladders in one.
Yeah, and I know it's hard to compare 24 ladders in one to one ladder, but let's try.
Okay.
We went to a hardware store and just bought one extension ladder. It's actually shorter than this one and it doesn't hold as much weight. This was $135 just for this ladder alone. That doesn't give you the staircase ladder. It doesn't have the rubber feet. It doesn't give you a step ladder. It doesn't give you scaffolding, and it certainly doesn't store at 4.5 feet tall. So huge difference.
Well, that's great too. I mean, it does store at 4.5 feet, so you don't have to have a huge space to store it. And it truly does. It does support 2 feet, and I love the rungs on here. You feel safe, you feel secure on it. These ladders are so well made, and you can get up so high on these.
They don't bend even with 2 people.
Nope.
This box construction is where we get our stability. The aircraft aluminum that we use for our ladders is just a much more harder surface that allows the ladder to hold a lot more weight. Plus, we do things to our ladders that no one else even dreams of. We weld our rungs on. I know that sounds like it's no big deal, but comparing that to just sticking a rivet on a rung to hold it, rivets tend to work loose.
Right.
That is the reason why this ladder has a lifetime warranty top to bottom.
If you were to go to littlegiantladder.com, you'd spend $299 on this ladder. It's almost half price today. It's a very special day in honor of our today's special value, and there is that value right there. It's almost half price, like $140 less than what you pay for it at the place where they make them. So that's saying a lot, but because of our relationship and over 500,000 ladders picked up here at QVC from Little Giant, we're able to give you a great price, but we can't promise that forever. Just like our today's special value is almost half price, $60 less. This one will not always be that way either. We have a little video that kind of shows you how this transforms into 24 different ladders. So watch that, it's pretty cool.
Again, starts at 4 feet, goes up to a 5, 6, 7 foot step. You can adjust it for 90-degree angles against walls and windows. Perfect for stairs, ramps, sloping ground. But this ladder will also rotate straight open into 7 different extension ladders with that wide flare top and bottom. You can take the inside section out, create 2 trussels for your scaffolding. That way you can cover more distance. And when you're all done, this thing stores at 4 feet 7 inches tall, so you can throw it in the back of a car if you need to haul it somewhere, or just throw it in the closet.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk to Anita real quick. Hi, Anita. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Thanks for calling in. Why do we have this one for you tonight?
Well, I've seen it on QVC before, and at that time I didn't really need it, and now we do. Plus, it converts into many, many pieces.
Yeah.
And especially the scaffold. I like the scaffold.
Right.
And it looks like it's very durable.
Absolutely.
And it's lightweight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All those things. This is your go-to ladder.
Yeah, it's my go-to ladder.
Good.
Well, it's my husband's go-to ladder.
I know what you mean, yeah, but it's a great one to have around the house. And just so you know that you're secure and he's secure when he's on it.
Yes.
Yeah,
It looks like. Yes.
Well,
very durable.
Thanks for calling in, Anita. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Hey, so show me real quick, Mel. How do I adjust it?
Well, that is the beautiful thing, because there's only two things that make the entire ladder system work. These hinges right here, you just watch my fingers, they just push them down.
Okay.
That's how you unlock it.
So now it's unlocked.
So it's going to lock in the
But it goes right
storage.
back and locks itself.
Yes, the next position, it locks by itself. So if I want to open it up, I just push those down. Now, grab that right there and just push it that way.
Okay.
Just push the ladder that way.
look.
As you do that, it slides down. Everywhere there's a hole, I can lock it in.
Like that. And I just
Now,
click, click.
your hand's in the perfect place. Just push it back this way now.
Okay.
So as you push it back,
Look at that.
there's the hole. It locks in place.
I
And you're ready
did
to go. Quick and easy.
So easy. I love that. Because, yeah, getting one of these for hubby to change the ceiling fan because he's not putting a board in between the two windows. Not happening. QVC.com is the place to go. 6 easy payments of $26.66. It's the best easy pay we do. It doesn't get any better than 6. There's Brindy outside. She's not a big girl.
She's
just
5'2", maybe 110 pounds. But again, this is the easiest way to do it. We normally don't do that in here because it takes a little longer. But that's how you put the ladder up, as an extension ladder, which is probably the hardest position you have to do with this ladder. Everything else is much easier. But if she can do it, anybody can do it.
Yeah. Look at that, and look how high it goes. Again, we ran out of set.
Yes.
I love when we run out of set.
Ready to go.
Look at how high that is. And she feels safe, she feels secure, and she did it all by herself.
Yep. And again, just the different positions that you have to put this ladder in. She's going to take it back down. This is how you'll bring the ladder when you're finished working with it. We keep the wheels at the top of the ladder like that. And then she'll just release those lock tabs, slide that back, and then what she's going to do next is she's just going to push the hinges in that will allow this to be released, and she can open it up as a small step ladder. And that's really the starting position where we bring it. So it's got the wheels. She doesn't have to carry it anywhere. She just wheels it from place to place.
That's great, because this is, it's lightweight when it comes to a ladder, especially when it's 24 ladders in one. It's 28 pounds and change, but if that's too much for you, you've got the wheels on there as well. This is one of those things where, yeah, every home, if you have a true home where you're doing work on it and you're going to use it and use it and use it for years, you need this ladder. I would get this along with the Today's Special Value. Today's Special Value would be that one that you leave indoors, that you leave in the kitchen to be able to use at all times. And this one, maybe you leave in the basement or in the garage to pull out for your bigger jobs. Lock tabs that we just spoke about that make it so easy and really secure. Those wide flared legs, which again goes back to the security, and you feel stable. People have this fear of ladders, which you should, because they're kind of scary, but not when you have all the security features. Pre-installed wheels we talked about, the rubber feet.
Huge, huge.
Huge.
Just prevents the ladder from moving around on you when you're up there, especially as an extension ladder. And sometimes having that extra set of hands, having a second person up there, if you're installing fans or working on something, it is really nice to have a second person. Again, this ladder is going to do some really interesting things, ramps, sloping ground. It'll fit on staircases just like this here. If I need to get close to a wall, a normal step ladder won't allow me to get any closer, but this one, I drop that down, and now I have that 90 degree. I come up on this side and I'm right in that tight, hard to reach spot. When you have to go up higher, just rotate it straight open. Telescope it up to the height that you want. You can stop it really at 1 foot increments all the way up. This is the highest this one's gonna go. That's a 17-foot reach, wide flare, rubber feet. Now, we were talking about that earlier. This is probably the one position that you do not want hard plastic feet slipping out on you.
Absolutely.
Because you're going up so high, it's just not worth the risk.
And how high is that?
That's 15 feet tip to tip.
Wow.
Bring it back down. Stores here just a little over 4 feet 7 inches tall. So it's easy to transport, easy to store. And then the last one is this one right here. Inside section, turn this around, lock this into place, and you have two 1,000-pound capacity trussels for that right there.
So you can do painting. You shouldn't dance, but you could. I feel like I could on this. 6 easy payments to $26.66. William's giving us a call from California. Hi, William. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Hi, William.
Thanks for calling in. Why do we have this ladder for you tonight?
I fits the bill that I'm looking to do some work on our condo.
Oh, good. Yeah, you know, anything that you would need to do around the house is going to work for you.